We have a question from Charles, and this gets a little bit specific, but let's go. I've heard you talk about your hip replacements many times. How did you go about selecting your surgeon? The first time I was in California, I went to my doctor, who was my brother's doctor, and she said, "How do you live with this?" And then gave me a doctor's name. Basically, he was like Doogie Howser. I think he was 12 years old, and he did a nice job. The joke I always made was his mom dropped him off for the surgery. On my second one, I was very lucky because my doctor is actually someone I held when he was a baby. He's a family friend, known him his whole life, obviously. And he just moved back to Utah after specializing in hips for the professional hockey leagues. And he also works with, at the clinic he's at, the person's name on the wall has 5 Olympic gold medals. So this is a place that understands athletes. And so I lucked out with my surgeon, Dan Gibbs, Gibbs. Charles goes on. I was told a few years ago that I would eventually need to get my left hip replaced. Now it is severely impacting my day-to-day life. Walking hurts. Man, I've been there. I have to take 2 or 3 more days off after every squat or hinge heavy session. I'm kind of scared. Okay. Listen, I can't give medical advice. All I can say is, both times when I have woken up from that surgery, I have looked at my wife and I said, I can't believe how good I feel. And both times my wife has said, it's because you're stoned as shit on drugs. And I'd be like, no, I feel good. That for people who've never had bone on bone, and I was necrotic in the legs, I had bone on bone with dead tissue crushing each other. My friend Mike Rosenberg and I were just talking about trying to get around Chicago, in my inability to go from here to the fire hydrant, which is in front of my house, without stopping, wiping my head from sweat, from pain, and going on. Charles, I don't know what your financial situation, I don't know what your insurance is, but I feel very comfortable if you do find a surgeon and you do get the go-ahead, that you'll be emailing me not long after saying the same thing I've said every time. Why did I wait so long? That's not medical advice. That's Danny talking to Charles. That's heartfelt, not advice. Okay, so separate the two. Let me know what happens. Thank you, Charles.